A Bigfoot sighting in Wood County, March 15th, 2024, approximately 9 p.m. in the evening. Location: outside of Winnsboro, Texas, Farm Market Road 312 on the west side of the highway, about 4.5 miles south of Winnsboro. Witnesses were a man and a woman, approximately 40 years old, saw what they thought was a Sasquatch. They were heading north on Farm Market Road 312, driving about 55 to 60 miles in a Ford Explorer in a dark area. The figure was on the left side of the road, 10 feet from road edge of the road. It was between road and tree line, but closer to the trees. It came into their view about 70 feet away, and they got closer as they passed it. They both looked at each other and said, "What the hell was that?" Aside from the height and fur color, the features that stood out most was the long arms. The Squatch was facing away from the road the whole time, looking towards the tree as if it had just crossed the road before the couple had spotted it. It was in motion, but paused when the high beams hit it. It continued moving toward the tree lines as they passed by. The man described the figure as enormous. He thought it was a cow or a horse until he noticed that it was taller and standing on two legs. He had only saw its back, but it had to be 4 foot wide at the shoulders. It was covered in reddish-brown hair that was around 6 inches long or so. He wanted to pull over to look, but it walked off into the pasture, and his wife didn't have any interest in that. Stay tuned for more later in the video.
Oh well, howdy friends. This is story of the Winnsboro, Texas Bigfoot. 2 people spotted this Bigfoot on March 15th, 2024. And not knowing what they were doing, they contacted the BFRO, or maybe they did know what they were doing. But you know, they probably were watching Finding Bigfoot back in the old days. And didn't know what they were doing, reporting their Bigfoot sighting to the BFRO. Nothing wrong with that. I used to watch Finding Bigfoot. I always found it entertaining. And I bet you half the people watching this video have watched Finding Bigfoot. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. But they said that the Bigfoot was on Highway 312 just south of Winnsboro, Texas by County Road 4730. And I'm pretty much in that location. Right now I'm just walking down this creek nearby where the sighting was to see if I can find any tracks. They said the Bigfoot was on the westbound side of the road about 9 o'clock at night. It's mostly pasture land out here, really. I mean, there is some good woods out here, but a lot of pastures. And they said that they seen the Bigfoot on the side of the road and they said they seen the Bigfoot walk down the tree line and step over into the pasture and walk out the pasture, and the guy wanted to stop and come back and check it out, look for footprints. But the wife said she wasn't having nothing of it, so they went on down and left it behind, and something about he came back out and looked for prints, but the ground was so hard that he couldn't find any tracks. That was only 2 weeks ago. So if there's any tracks out here, they should be pretty fresh. I got here out here as soon as I can, or as soon as I could. To take a look around, see if I couldn't find some tracks. Lots of deer tracks though. Now I might get the drone up here in a little bit. It's kind of windy out here, so I don't know if I'll be able to get it up or not. And if you hear cars, that's because I'm right off the Farmer to Market Road 312. Just about 5 miles south of Winnsboro, Texas. Let's go up here in the woods and take a look around. I think I'm pretty much on the trail, or pretty close to where they spotted the Bigfoot. If you want to go look it up, look at the BFRO website, and they'll tell you right where it is. Now the good thing about this, to the east of us is the Sulphur River, or kind of northeast of us is the Sulphur River. And to the west of where I'm at is the Sabine River. And everybody knows the stories of the Bigfoot sightings down the Sabine River. Matter of fact, the first big track that I found was down the Sabine River. And it was about 16 inches long. There was actually 3 tracks. 2 of them you really couldn't make out because they slid in the mud. Here's a trail, something been walking through here. But the one track I did find, you can see all 5 toes, and it was pretty fresh because the mud had caved in a little bit on the sides. I got it all on video. I didn't get to cast it because big dummy me forgot the hydrocal. I know. I preach all about that. But I forgot it. And by the time I got back over there to cast it, the hogs had walked through it. But I did get it on camera. And if you'd like to see that video, go on my YouTube channel and look at videos. Boy, that's a big old tree right there. And you can see it. It says Sabine River Bottoms. And look in the description and you can see where it says Bigfoot track found. Now I can see a Bigfoot hiding out in this. Easy place to hide. But he said it was walking down the tree line and, like, I guess stepped over the barbed wire fence and walked off into the pasture. And this could be the pasture, or it might be the one up from here, but I just seen that little creek run down through there. Hogs or possums or something messing around there, I bet. And I thought I'd follow that creek down and see if I couldn't find any footprints in the sand. I know some people can't hardly understand what I'm saying, this Texas accent. And you know who you are. Ouch. One of my best buddies, not living in the United States. Well, I'll tell you, it's real hard to find a place down here it's not private property. This right here might be private property too, but looks like it might be a dead-end drive. I'm gonna try to get down here and see if I can't find some kind of creek or something, maybe footprints around here. There's a little creek right over there. Usually I see a fence and it doesn't really bother me, but there was just way too many houses around. I didn't feel like getting shot. This is not the exact place that Bigfoot was seen, but that doesn't mean that Bigfoot didn't come around here or hang out here. Me, myself, I think he was traveling from the Sulphur River down to the Sabine River. Go over here and take a look. Go ahead, Cookie. I'll show y'all the video of how excited Cookie got when I told him we was going to go Bigfoot. Cookie, you want to go in? Wow, look at all the little fish in there. Cookie, you want a drink? Come here, Cookie. Oh, those are tadpoles. Come on, Cookie, get your drink. I thought they were fish, but they're tadpoles. Funny, Cookie don't like getting a bath, but he'll wade out in that water, huh? Good boy, Cookie. Come on, Cookie, this way. Let's go find Bigfoot. You want to find Bigfoot? Cookie. You want to find Bigfoot? Sorry if the camera gets a little cockeyed every now and then. I'm keep looking on the ground for tracks. A pretty good trail right through here. Yes, it's kind of squatchy looking down in here. As usual, if y'all see something in the video that I don't, leave me a comment down below the video. Wow, what's this over here? Strange. Yes, Ken. Will you stop the winding? Ooh, this ground's soft in here. Well, I guess I gotta get wet. Well, if you like my channel content, it's a no BS search for Bigfoot, and that means I don't BS anybody around. This is your first time watching. No pictures of burnt tree stumps, dark spots in the bushes. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And leave me a comment down below. Just say thanks for the video or hi Joe. It is a beautiful day out here. About 80 degrees. Ooh, I'm sinking down in the swamp. Ah! Like I said, there's a Bigfoot out here. I think he's just passing through. I don't think there's really one living in this area. There is some thicker woods over there, but I can't get to them. Private property. Well, it is so soft out here. If anything walked out here, it would definitely leave tracks. Oh. Come on, Cookie. Let's get out of here. Well, I do believe a Bigfoot could hold up here, but for a little while. But I don't think a Bigfoot would live down this area. Just my opinion. I do believe that guy and that gal seen a Bigfoot though. Very possible. But with the Sabine River on one side and the Sulphur River on the other side, I do believe he was just dog. I heard something behind me there. Cookie, come here. Cookie. Little barn over there. I'm tempted to go over and look inside of it. Come on this way, Cook. Probably a 1934 Ford 5-window coupe. All original sitting in there. Cookie got to cool off. Once again, I apologize if the camera gets cockeyed. I'll try to look down at the ground and look for tracks, work the camera. Come on, Cookie, let's go back this way. Come on around here, Cookie. Ooh, the grass is deep. Looks like at one time somebody was living down here. Come on this way. This way. Well, I'm not going to call this search for Bigfoot a bust. Because, like I said before, I think he's just traveling in between the rivers. See a bunch of sacks of deer going down here. They must be deer hunting. I've seen plenty of tracks, for sure.
The couple only live a short distance from where they spotted the figure. When they got home, the man called a neighbor and they both went out to see if they could find any evidence. The ground near the road was too hard and the rest of the path was too grassy to see any distinct footprints. The couple owns 40 acres close by to where the sighting took place. When they got home that evening, they called a neighbor and the two men went out to try to find some evidence. However, the ground was too hard and the grass was too high for them to spot any footprints. They hear coyotes pretty consistently at night. That hasn't changed over the years. Every once in a while they'll hear about cougar sightings in the area, but not often. Some years back, a cougar was spotted on their land. However, a few nights ago, his parents heard a loud, strange scream. It was not a coyote. The parents also live within a few hundred feet of where the figure was sighted. Of the witnesses is that it has a spring-fed pond which runs year-round. It has a spillway which drains into a second pond. The water source runs consistently even during extreme drought conditions. The location of the sighting is roughly halfway between Lake Fork Reservoir and Lake Bob Sandlin Reservoir. What is important to know is that there are tributaries in the area that can support a Sasquatch. Indian Creek, Big Sandy Creek, swampy creek beds, dense woods, and also Sabine River. And now you know the rest of the story.